All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spinebuster TV. I am Aaron Nix. I'm joined by the Maiden of Metal, Rain Leverkusen, and the untouchable Brad Matthews. Oscar Prospero.
He is a fantastic newcomer on this scene.
Quite the entrance indeed, Mr. Matthews.
And it's what's quite interesting about Oscar Prospero. He has got something to prove today against Harrison Bennett. He's wanted to prove himself to textbook Dave Breaks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, shall we say, malfunction in the junction. There's been a lot of issues. Obviously, he's looking to prove himself. He's desperate for the approval at this point, especially after what has happened in recent weeks.
I think he's put up a chair over there. I think he's expecting Dave to come to Dave.
I think, yeah, he's expecting Dave. Obviously, you know, he looks to Dave almost like a teacher, doesn't he? He looks at Dave and he feels like he can be a protege towards him, and he's hoping that Dave's going to arrive here and watch him perform to an excellent purpose in this match. However, he has got it all to do against this man's spinning method. Harrison Bennett has arrived. The energy, the affluence is palpable as Harrison Bennett arrives at Spinebuster TV once again, ladies and gentlemen. This incredible hybrid athlete makes his way to the ring, and you want to talk about a match to prove yourself in front of textbook Dave. This is going to be arguably Oscar's hardest test to date.
Yeah, big challenge for him today.
Brad, dare I ask, how are things going to look for Oscar if he does not pick up a win here tonight?
So if Oscar doesn't pick up this win, he's looking for that approval from Dave Breaks, and I think if Oscar doesn't pick up the win, Dave is going to kick him to the curb forever.
He certainly looks nervous, doesn't he?
I think he needs to just win for himself rather than try and get that admiration of textbook. He needs to look at his opponent. He's more interested in Dave.
Yeah, textbook Dave is not here at the moment. We were expecting to see him at ringside. I think Oscar especially is expecting to see him at ringside. He wants to show out to him. He's almost like a lost puppy out there, Rain. I mean, is it fair to argue that maybe Oscar should be more focused on his own career instead of trying to impress Dave?
I mean, he is against Harrison Bennett. I think he needs to kind of focus on the match, you know, instead of thinking about Dave being here. If he's going to keep thinking about Dave, then is he going to complete the task and win against Harrison Bennett? Yeah,
Harrison Bennett, incredibly capable, very dangerous individual. Stiff collar and elbow type start. Wrist lock control, of course, from Harrison Bennett, who will favour a technical wrestling match at this juncture. Oscar's got to get his head in the game early here, because otherwise Harrison Bennett is going to eat him alive. Once again, excellent arm lock control.
Oscar needs to use his power. He's a bigger guy. Smart move getting to the ropes, though.
He is very stocky. He is very powerful. A lot of people get, they get kind of fooled by the thespian stuff, and obviously he's a very well-trained, a very excellent, affluent actor, but he's also a very capable professional wrestler, and he's got a lot of power behind him, especially now that he's rehabbed his shoulder as well. Now Oscar looking to apply wrist lock control on Harrison Bennett here. Going to apply a lot of torque, a lot of aggression on that shoulder, and that's something that both of you obviously will know a lot about. At this point, is it a feeling out process?
I would say so. I don't believe these have ever faced each other before.
Looks like Harrison's having a little bit of fun at Oscar's expense.
That'll not be nice on that rehab shoulder.
Technical wrestling, obviously favouring Harrison Bennett at this point. Is it fair to say that Harrison Bennett is the better technical wrestler of the two?
Without taking away anything from Oscar, I think that is totally fair.
Again, Oscar,
pay attention to the match, Oscar.
Looking for textbook Dave Breaks, who is not currently ringside. There is a chair awaiting his arrival, but unfortunately he doesn't seem to be here right now. Do we expect to see textbook Dave Breaks at any point during this match?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, dude. I'm not sure we're going to see him, but he needs to keep focused in this match if he wants to keep control. Nice chop. He needs to keep him focused.
Stiff right hand. And referee Oscar is going to have to pay attention to those. And one in rebuttal from Oscar Prospero is sent off the ropes, and a beautiful rolling sweep.
Back roll.
Oh! huge lariat from Harrison Bennett flattens the Thespian. And now Oscar in the ropes looking to create some separation, but he's not going to get much. That knife edge chop echoes around the dome in London.
Oh, I love a good chop, I do. I love them.
Brad Matthews, you a big fan of the chops?
I don't mind them so much when they're on other people. I know Oscar is not a fan of this right now, but Oscar needs to get some momentum going at some point, because otherwise he's not going to take this victory, and he's not going to get that approval from textbook.
Yeah, Harrison Bennett is rolling right now. The momentum is building, and a beautiful forearm shiver across the chest, the chin of Oscar. Deep cover and just a 2 count there, putting a lot of his body weight across the chest of Oscar Prospero.
And Harrison's not losing his focus. He looks... He was not frustrated by the fact that Oscar kicked out.
Yeah, and obviously Harrison doesn't have to worry about all this nonsense that's going on backstage, all these things that have happened in previous episodes of SpinebusterTV. Of course, Oscar, right now, it very much looks like a portion of his mind is thinking about Dave as he catches Harrison there. And look how, oh, wow, beautiful inverted snapdragon from Oscar Prospero. Is that going to be enough? Just a 2 count. Harrison Bennett gets his shoulder off the canvas.
That looks like it really rocked Bennett there.
Yeah, Bennett looks to be in a little bit of trouble, and it looks like Oscar is settling into this match a little bit more now, maybe paying attention to the dangerous nature of his opponent. But again, you see, looking back, awaiting the arrival of the man he's so desperate for approval from. And look how, looks like we might have the arrival finally, and finally, Oscar's father-to-be has arrived on the stage. Textbook Dave Breaks is making his way to ringside here to take a look.
It's interesting as well. Oscar was working the head of Harrison, laying in some shots, and Textbook comes out and he puts on an armbar.
He certainly doesn't look exactly happy to see Oscar, though, does he? And look how beautiful exploder from Oscar Prospero. Is that going to be enough? And Textbook Dave Breaks looks extremely focused over there in the corner, keeping an eye on this young charge. Perhaps Oscar can regain a little bit of momentum, and particularly a little bit of gusto in the eyes of Textbook Dave Breaks. Once again, you can see that right there. Oscar's looking at Dave Breaks. He needs to focus. Approval's one thing, but you have to take advantage of Harrison Bennett while he is on the ground. This is an extremely dangerous hybrid athlete, as we've mentioned. And as you can see, that back elbow rocks the Thespian, and now a right hand as well in the corner. Another one building up steam is Harrison Bennett. Oh my God, just a vicious lariat. Nothing fancy about that. Just flattens Oscar right back down to the canvas. Harrison Bennett in full control right now, and once again, it's the narrative here as he Irish whips him in the corner, and Oscar comes exploding out himself with a lariat of his own. Once again, looking towards Dave Breaks. Is that good enough? It doesn't matter. You've got to stay on your man. You've got to pay attention to your opponent here.
Every single time Oscar is looking over at Dave, Harrison is fighting back. He's taking that opportunity.
Yeah, Harrison Bennett getting some blocks in now getting the better of the exchange here with the forearm shivers. Now Oscar able to counter that Irish whip, but Harrison ducks a clothesline, ducks another one, and comes in with a beautiful flying forearm, just takes out Oscar Prospero. Oh, now Oscar Prospero does not want to be in a position like this. Look out, Harrison Bennett looking for his patented pump kick, right in the corner, and a huge spine buster from Harrison Bennett has flattened Oscar Prospero, and wow, as quick as a hiccup just before referee Oscar Harding's hand was coming down for a free. Oscar Prospero was able to escape. Look out for that distance lariat perhaps, and he's caught with a big boot right in the chin. Oscar Prospero, to his credit, has had an answer for all of Harrison Bennett's offense up until this point. He considers that an application. Is that a mistake again, Rain?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, a discus lariat just absolutely takes Oscar's head off. And again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Harrison Bennett has picked up the win in emphatic fashion. And we have to say, Oscar Prospero took his eye off the ball one too many times, trying to impress textbook Dave Breaks, and he's paid the price for it here in the Dome.
We said that the issue with Prospero was focusing on the approval of Dave instead of the actual matter in hand of winning that match.
Look, I think he did well, you know. I think, you know, we can't say he didn't prove himself. You know, he had some good offense in that match against Harrison Bennett. He proved himself. I think he did well. I think Dave needs to be a little bit less harsh on him, you know.
Exactly why we're not TV. You're not textbook, baby. You are nothing and will never be a team.
Well, Oscar is on his knees now, almost begging for the approval.
Man up,
Oh, Harrison Bennett looks like he's going to get involved.
Well, even Harrison Bennett, oh man, a slap right across the face, the disrespect. And Harrison Bennett is not going to stand here and allow textbook Dave Breaks to take advantage of this young man in a way as he's been bullying him for weeks now in the eyes of many.
It's none of Harrison Bennett's business, though.
Oh, either way. Oh, look how a low blow from Oscar Prospero to Harrison Bennett.
I thought more of Oscar.
Oh, Oscar Prospero, it seems, will stoop to any level to gain the approval of textbook Dave Breaks, and that's exactly what's happened right here. Brad Matthews, the right choice in your eyes?
100%.
You certainly look happy about that, sir.
Oh, yeah. Harrison Bennett getting involved in business that's nothing to do with him. And that's the kind of thing that you need to do if you're Oscar Prospero. Take advantage of a situation.
Well, still not good enough, according to textbook Dave Breaks, who, of course, is more interested to win, but he certainly looks very happy that Harrison Bennett has cocked a low blow, so to speak. And, Rain, once again, we have to ask, do we think that Oscar has stooped to a new low here in his quest for the approval of Dave Breaks?
I thought more of Oscar, yeah. He stooped to a new low. Harrison Bennett was just trying to look out for him, and he betrayed him.